Hey guys, welcome to the shit show. I'm on my phone. My phone is almost dead. I've never done a live stream on my phone, so I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm going for it. Let's see. Enable. I want to have chat for you guys, but I've never done this from my phone. So, I think live chat's available. And I'm not going to wait too long just because I want to get this shit over with. Thank you. First of all, I want to thank Farmers for Truth stream tonight and his wife. That was awesome because Farmers isn't screwing with anybody. 10 has screwed with him. He's screwed with me. He's screwed with countless people. Countless people. And for anybody to try to defend him, I mean, how can you defend the indefensible? There's just a few things that I need to say, and then I'm going to be done with this douche canoe for good, because it's ridiculous. The amount of time that has been spent on this dickhead is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It's counterproductive and it's bullshit. And the more we talk about him and the more he disrupts things, that's what he wants because it feeds his ego. So I just want to let you guys know after tonight or this morning, whatever, it's like 12:10 here, whatever. I'm done. I'm done with him. I'm not going to spend one more minute of my energy on this douchebag. I'm not going to do it. So he can go play all his little fucking games he wants, but I'm not. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to talk about it because that's exactly what he wants. The more we talk, the more he gets everybody upset, and people are live streaming about him. He's eating this shit up. He is eating this shit up. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. If it's concerning him, it's stroking his ego, and that's what he wants. So for me personally, I'm done. I'm done with that. I need to get back. I need to focus. I need to finish what I started with this Las Vegas thing, and it's far from over, and he can say, oh, it's over, it's dead, blah, 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 because he's not relevant anymore. So of course it's over. Of course it's dead. Of course there's not, because if Mr. Genius 10 doesn't have anything to say about it, then it must be over. Bullshit. He's a condescending little fucking asshole who, in my mind, is a sociopath. And I'm probably putting the biggest target on my back right now, but I give zero fucks at this point. I'm so sick of this shit and I'm over it. I'm over it. Oh. So, this is exactly what he wants. He can throw a couple videos out there and act like he is the smartest guy and the only one that's done anything on the Las Vegas investigation, and talk to us like, oh, well, what I'm talking about right now, you're actually really too dumb to even understand. So, 99% of the people won't get it. Well, guess what, 10? Fuck you. Fuck you, G. James. Fuck you, 10. Fuck you, George Burns. Fuck you, Sheila Farrell. Fuck you, Active Soul 71. Fuck you, Tropical Blue 17. Fuck you, what's the stupid, I can't remember the one email, but I mean, fuck you, Larry the Clown. Fuck you, BC, who was in Farmers for Truth tonight. Fuck you. If you're 10, if you're not 10, I don't care who you are. Fuck you. And pardon my French, because I don't even want to be like doing a 10 video right now, like, fuck you, you know. But anyway, so I'm sorry. And another person that was live streaming, like, when were the emails and blah, blah, blah. Does it really matter? It doesn't really even matter. Let's be done with this shit. Okay? Let's be done with it. It's not worth it. Guess what? He is toxic. Whether he has cancer or doesn't have cancer, he is the cancer. He is the cancer in this fucking community. D. James, 10:05 p.m., 2020 election, whatever the fuck he wants to be today. He is toxic. He's the cancer. And we're just mutating this shit. The more we talk about it, the more it mutates. He gets off on this shit. It doesn't matter. As long as somebody's talking about him, it doesn't matter to him whether it's good or bad, because he's not capable of understanding the shit that he does and how he treads in people's lives. He doesn't understand. He thinks that we think like him in that regard, and we don't. We don't. He would run over his mom if he thought it would help him, okay? He would back up and run over her again if he thought it would help him more. That's who this person is, okay? I know these type of people. They don't change. You can give them a billion chances. This mofo isn't changing, and if he apologizes, it's not sincere, because he doesn't give a shit about anybody but himself. And he will say anything in the moment to save himself. This is his thought pattern. Will this help me? Oh, whether it's the truth or not, if he thinks it's going to help him, he will say it. He will do it. Okay? So it doesn't matter when the fucking emails were sent. Doesn't matter. None of that shit matters, okay? I think by now we should all effing realize that he's the one. He is these sock accounts. He was those sock accounts. He was all those email accounts. That's him, okay? And D. James never got doxxed. Nobody shut his channel down. He did that shit to himself. Do you understand? He did it to himself. Again, for whatever reason, he thought it would, everybody else is being taken down and he needed to be a part of it, or wanted to blame somebody, pit people against each other. It's fucking bullshit. And I swear to God, if NSERV has him on, NSERV, just give it a rest. Give it up, buddy. Like, don't even. And for you to just come back out of the blue and be all like, oh, Ten's a good guy, blah, blah, blah. Well, you should have done a little research. Just like you should have done a little more research on the whole Las Vegas thing. Okay? Because if we can't figure this out, if we can't come to a conclusion on this mofo, then we're never gonna figure anything out, and it just blows my mind. Come on, people. Use your head. Use common sense. Be logical. You don't need to know when these emails were sent. You don't need to know. You don't need to know really any more than you know right now. This guy is, I'm sorry, I try not to be a judgmental person. To each their own. Like, if I don't like your content or whatever, guess what? I just don't subscribe to your channel. But this is different. This is different. This is somebody that purposely has been fucking with God knows how many people in this community. There's a difference than somebody that's just putting videos out and information out and just maybe even just disinformation. You can choose to not tune into that. Okay, like I do on a daily basis. If I, okay, I don't agree with that, I don't really like that, I just am not going to subscribe to it, and I'm not going to tune in, okay? I'm going to do my thing. They can do their thing. This is different. This is somebody that is manipulating people, treading in people's lives. That's different. And he does that without invitation, okay? I didn't invite him into my life by any means. And fortunately for me, I was so dumb and oblivious about all this stuff that half the time, like, really, the saying ignorance is bliss, that was me. I was doing my work, and I would get frustrated with that part of it, but I was not aware of sock accounts. I didn't know what that was until a month ago. And I kind of tend to sit back, and I'm one of those people that I'm like, talks cheap, okay? And this guy can talk a good game. He can. I will give him that. He can talk a good game. Everybody thought he was this old frail man who wanted to do this investigation and do everything right for the community. Bull fucking shit. He started this shit from day one, so it doesn't matter when those fucking emails were sent. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because he was who he was when he first started this shit. So, I mean, it wasn't like this all happened overnight, okay? This dude has been this dude for his whole effing life. And so it really doesn't matter. I don't know. I lost my point. I'm sorry. My phone's almost dead. I'm dying of thirst. I'm afraid if I unplug that my phone will die. Oh my God. And so, you know, as far as I'm concerned, he's exposed. And for the people out there that still want to try to defend him, you know, I care not to associate with you. If you want to defend him, that's fine. But guess what? Your ass is going to get burnt too, because when you're no longer, when you're not doing anything for him, he'll get rid of you. Like, because it's, what can you do for me? What can you do for me? Every day he gets up and he thinks, okay, what can that person do for me? What can that person do for me? What am I going to get that person to do for me? And who am I going to pit against each other today? And that's his life. For whatever reason, I'm sorry if you had a bad childhood, whatever. We all have shit that's happened in our lives, okay? But we don't go around manipulating people, fucking with people. He's never threatened me, so I don't want to say that, but I'm sure he's threatened people or brought on threats from other people, maybe not directly from him, but he was the one that was pulling the strings. And he wants to talk about cults and this and that. Fuck you. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm just blindly following this person because I can't make a decision on my own or have a thought in my head. Fuck you, dude. Your condescending, pompous bullshit has been overplayed. Write all the big checks you want, motherfucker. I'm glad. I'm proud to say I'm a broke ass bitch. I couldn't write a big check right now if I wanted to. And I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Because you can take your big check and you can shove it up your ass, dude. Because nobody cares. Nobody cares. And nobody wants to see you either. You think they do because in your mind, you're awesome. And you're great. And you're just the most intelligent person in this community. But you are far, far, far removed from reality, dude. So much so, I'm not going to say I feel sorry for you because I don't. Because whatever this fuck has gotten or is coming to him, he has brought it on himself. And if you can't see that, then you are flawed too. I'm sorry. At this point, I feel like I need to be harsh because I'm so fucking sick of this nammy-pammy snowflakey bullshit of, oh, well, I need proof that he was this, or I need proof that he was that. No, you don't. You've got your proof, okay? When you have got how many people in the community saying the same effing things, and nobody's ganging up on him, and I don't want to lynch him. I could give a shit less. I want this fuck to go away. And guess what? The only way he's going to go away is if we quit fucking talking about him. So after tonight, I'll give you 24 hours. If you need to say something about this fucking asshole, chode motherfucker, get it out within the next 24 hours. Because I swear to God, I don't want to hear another fucking word about this dude after 24 hours. Because the thing that's going to hurt him the most is if we're not talking about him. Because right now he's getting exactly what he wants. We're all talking about him. We're all up in arms about him. Yes, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. I am not discounting anybody's feelings or anything. He's hurt farmers. He's hurt me. He's hurt Truth in You. He has hurt KL. He has hurt many, many, many good people. Good people. For what reason? I don't know. I don't know. But I am speaking from experience in dealing with people like this, okay? And I'm not going to go into all that. And I'm not a victim. I'm not. I'm good. I'm good, okay? But we all want to see the best in people. I think, well, I know I do personally. I always want to see the best in people. But guess what? There comes a point. The first time somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Okay? It's simple. The first time somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Okay? Believe them. And just like 10, I mean, if I had a buck for every time he said, I'm done with Vegas. I'm not doing any more videos. I'm done. I would be sitting pretty right now. He's not going to stop. He's not going to stop if he thinks he can cause some more friction or more trouble or get his name back out there. He's not going to stop. So we need to all put like a mental restraining order on this dude. Seriously. Now, this might sound a little corny, but I swear to God, we need to put a restraining or a mental restraining order on this dude. Like, and you just block that shit out. Block it out. Don't react to it. We need to nothing him. We don't need to hate him. We don't need to love him. We need to nothing him. And maybe he will go away. Maybe he can find another platform or another genre where he can go in and he can play his little fucking games like in politics, he would be much, much more better suited to be in that arena, because that's the manipulation, the lying, the bullshit, the corruption that he is very, very well versed in. He could probably go far in that arena. Go for it, dude. Leave us wackos alone. And to brag about, oh, Alan Dion gave me a compliment today. Oh my God. I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit, okay? Because I honestly consider it a good thing that Alan Dion does not like me. That I am very good with that. I'm comfortable with that, and I would like it to stay that way because, you know, and that's the way I feel about him. And he is who he is, and he's mellowed out a little bit, and I don't like him, and I don't have to like him, but he doesn't bother me anymore. He really doesn't. He's like, whatever. That's just Alan, you know? But the shit that Daryl has done, it's a whole different level. It's a whole different ball game. And some people don't seem to understand that. It's not about his past. I could give a shit less what he's done in his past. Now, his past isn't good, but that wouldn't have mattered if he hadn't done all the shit that he's done to people. If he was just who he was with his past, but not fucked with people over and over and over, his past wouldn't be an issue at all right now. Nobody would even know. Nobody would even care. So I don't want to hear that bullshit of, oh, people need to get a second chance. But no, fuck that. No, they don't. Not when they act like him. Not when they act like him over and over and over. No. So, if you feel that way, again, I fear for you, because you're going to run into these people and you're going to get sucked in, and then bad shit's going to happen to you. Okay? So you might want to really step away. And another thing that I've learned, and I don't know if there's people that are close with him anymore at this point, but if there is somebody and they are listening right now, I'm just saying, back away, back up, get some space. Don't talk to him on the phone every day. Don't text him. Don't email him, because guess what? Take something that has something written on it and hold it right up to your face, right up to your eyes. Can you read it? No, because you're too fucking close, okay? You can't see it because you're too fucking close. But now if you take that same object with those same words written on it and you put it out a little farther, guess what? When you're not so close to it, then you can start to see it. Then you can start to read it. So that's what you need to do with this fuck stick, okay? Because once he's not in your head every day, you're going to realize, oh shit, he was using me. He's been manipulating me. He's done this, he's done that. Everything that Farmer said, I don't question, not one bit. And then, I don't even really want to go here, but why the fuck not? I'm already there. The people that, quote unquote, cleared him as being justice for who? What a fucking joke. What a fucking joke. They knew it was him. That's bullshit too. So what's that say about them? What does that say about them? And if I die, if some bad shit happens to me tomorrow, you'll know who did it. But guess what? I'm a big girl. I'm not scared. I don't give a fuck. These motherfuckers actually, most of the time, guess what? They're real big pussies. If anybody confronted 10 or any one of these other chodes in person, guess what? They'd probably turn around and be like, oh, I'm sorry. They're fucking pussies. And I know that from experience, okay? And I'm not going to get into that, but I know it from experience. Because they can they bulldoze their way through life. They intimidate people. It works pretty good most of the time. But once they run into that one person that's going to be like, look, motherfucker, I know your game, and I'm not playing it, and you stand up to them, they fucking fold like a little pussy-ass bitch. And so that's what I think most of those people in that group are, okay? I might be wrong, but I highly doubt it. Because again, I'm speaking from experience. These people don't change. They're not going to change. And if they apologize, again, it's not for you. It's not because they sincerely feel sorry for what they did. It's because they think it might benefit them. And that is the only thing. That's their bottom line. What is going to benefit me? And that's how they operate. And it's not a hit or miss. It's not like they operate like that today and they'll be a good person tomorrow. No, that's the way they operate every day. Okay? Every day. So, to me, cut your fucking losses. There's no question. There should be no question in my mind. And believe me, don't believe me. At this point, I'm so frustrated and sick of this shit. I don't care. I want to feel like I'm contributing something to this community again. I really do. And it's really starting to piss me off because I have totally lost all focus on the things that I should be doing and the things that I want to do and the things that I want to be putting out there for you guys. And for that motherfucker to bring me up in his stupid I'm so fucking great videos today, fuck you, D. James. Fuck off. Go pound sand, buddy, because you don't know shit about Mary Lou, okay? Oh, Mary Lou for sure was in the Philippines. Okay, chode. You know, just like Stephen C. Paddock, Steve did it. There, you know, like your track record, you're not doing so good there, buddy. So, you know, I mean, he can say any fucking thing he wants about me because guess what? He's got zero credibility in my book. You guys know my work, and did I say I was done with Mary Lou? I think I did part 8, and I probably mentioned part 9, and that will be coming up if we can ever move past all this bullshit, which 24 hours, guys, I swear to God, like I am going to click off if I hear that fucker's name. I swear to God, I'm done. We all need to be done with him because we're just, you know, he's loving this. He's loving it because it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. His mind doesn't work like that. As long as it's about him, then he's cool with it. And it's sick. You know, it really is. Unfortunately, you know, obviously there's some issues there. Okay. But, you know, fuck. If you know, he's real good at emailing. He needs to be emailing Dr. fucking Phil. He doesn't need to be emailing me. He doesn't need to be emailing farmers. He doesn't need to be emailing anybody other than Dr. Phil. Dude, what the fuck's wrong with me? You know, like, seriously. Oh my God. And I'm probably making a complete asshole out of myself, but I don't care. I don't want to hear it anymore. Oh my God. Oh, so yeah. So just so you guys know, I write small. I don't even write checks. Who even writes checks anymore? Okay. Nobody writes checks. Nobody writes checks. So his check, he can go write all the checks he wants. It's not gonna make him a better fucking person. He's still gonna be the shitty person that he is, whether he writes big checks or not, you know? And don't you guys see how fucking condescending he is? Like, he is the expert and I rule things in, I rule things out. I have looked at everything. No, you haven't. You have not fucking looked at every piece of evidence in the Las Vegas mass shooting. Fuck off, dude. Just go do your politics because that's where you fit in. I mean, he's perfect. I hope you guys agree, and I can't keep up with chat because I'm on my phone. It's really weird. But I think that he could do great there because that's the arena for all the bullshit and the games and shit that he does. He should do well. He should go far. Have at it, dude. Have the fuck at it. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. I mean, I, for one, I'm going to give myself 24 hours. And like I said, anybody else, I implore you, please, if you have anything that you really need to say about this person, get it off your chest. Do it within the next 24 hours. And then let's act like this motherfucker never existed. Honestly, because we're going nowhere with this shit, guys. Seriously, he's not worth it. Like, do you realize the amount of energy and time we spent on this piece of shit? It literally makes me want to go in the bathroom and puke. It's shameful, you know, it really is. But oh, the shit that he's pulled is just so insulting. And yes, he's very, like, he acted like, oh, he's going to have women's night and feature, you know, channels that women have. But he, that was just like, okay, pat you on the head type of bullshit. Because again, he thought that would benefit him if he came out and featured women's channels on his channel. That would benefit him. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for Sue and Riley. It wasn't for us. That was for him. Anything this motherfucker has done has been to the benefit of himself. It hasn't been to benefit anybody or anything else but himself. So, in that regard, it makes all the other bullshit not relevant. Time frames of this, time frames of that. Was he really this? Was he really Yeah, he was Active Soul. He was everybody. Everybody that everybody ever thought was him, more than likely was him. Okay? And you shouldn't need somebody to email you something to prove that to you. Because if you don't have it by now, again, then you have some bigger problems than just not being able to actually come to the conclusion that 10:05 p.m. D. James, Active Soul 71, Tropical Blue 17, George Burns, cold storage freezer dude is a fucking piece of shit who just fucked with all of us, okay? Bottom line. Oh my God. And guess what? Hashtag free Jake. Please. Free Jake. But seriously, 24 hours, guys. Let's just get it. Anybody go live if you needed. If you need a channel to come on to go live, get a whole, like comment on one of my vids, whatever. I'm willing to do anything I can in the next 24 hours to get all this shit out on the table. Let's be done with it. And then we're going to do the mental restraining order. We're going to, block him from our psyches, and then it will be done. I think that sounds like a plan. That's my plan. If you guys are all on board, that would be awesome. Oh, Ellen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, I believe you. I believe, I know, Ouija, I know, and I've tried, and like I said, for a long time, for a long time, I was just like, dirt, and I was much happier then. Life was much better when I was so stupid to all this stuff, because once I started figuring it out and realizing how messed up it was, it really sucks, and it really... he has wreaked havoc. He has wreaked havoc in people's lives. He has wreaked havoc in this community. He has, befriended people and made them trust him. And all along it was disingenuous, and it was just out of manipulation and that bullshit, And if there is somebody out there that he genuinely really cares for and likes, I would be highly surprised, because these type of people just really aren't wired. Like, they are wired differently. And so, but yet they don't understand that they're wired differently. And in their mind, they think almost that everybody operates like them, and that's like what you do, but it's not. And they don't realize that at a certain point, people are going to start seeing through that bullshit. So, because there is no way in hell, if he was wired like I am wired, he could continue making the videos like he made today, making the videos that he made last week. No way in hell. Like, dude, well, number one, I could never play all those games and manipulate and all that shit, but just for shits and giggles, just say that I did, but I'm not, a total sociopath or a psychopath. And I started realizing, oh shit, people are figuring this shit out. Dude, I'd be like, the last thing I'd want to do is put myself back out there. I'd be like, fuck, I screwed up. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go away. But it's almost the total opposite with him. So obviously there's some disconnect there in the wiring or something, because there is no way in hell I could do the types of videos and brag up myself and praise myself like he does, even today, with knowing all the shit that people know about him. He's still sitting back like he is, Enrique Suave, and he's Mr. Intelligent, and he's done so much. Are you kidding me, dude? Really? Like, are you serious? So for those people, and I understand, and I don't mean to be mean to those people who, for whatever reason, want to have some sympathy and empathy. I understand that, but you got to get over it. It's going to get you nowhere in this particular situation with this particular type of person. Like I said, and that was my point before. I've always kind of been one, well, I shouldn't say that. Through my life experience, it has taught me to kind of sit back and just watch. Does this person do what they say they're going to do? Or do they just talk a lot and nothing ever comes of it, and they're not doing the things that they're saying that they're doing? So I'm at this point in my life old enough and mature enough to sit back for a while and just watch. And I can see who's the genuine people, who are the people that are just doing what they say they're going to do, and who are the people that are just talking. Blah, 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 wah, 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 wah. Talk is cheap. Talk is fucking cheap, okay? And you can't talk yourself out of what you have behaved yourself into. And that's exactly what he tries to do each and every time lately. He tries to talk himself out of what he has behaved himself into. That doesn't fly with me. You can't do that. You can't do that. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work. He wants it to, but it doesn't. So, I don't know. I'm so frustrated, you guys. I feel like a blithering idiot at this point. But I can say from my personal experience, and I knew it, like I got sucked in. I got sucked in for like maybe 2 weeks. And I have been in this quote unquote community for a good, I think I did my first video ever was December 31st of 2017. Obviously, I had done, I was researching and commenting and all in before that. I would say probably the first week of November. Maybe it took me a few weeks. I didn't start the next day, but relatively soon. So I've been around for a long time. I have been around for a long time. And I just started doing my own thing. I had never made a video before in my life. I barely knew anything about YouTube. I just went for it. Like, I'm going to learn this on the fly and whatever may be, because I felt like I had something to say or something to contribute. And so I just went from there. And it was last November, so November of 2018, a video, somebody commented on this video, hey, can I email you? And I hadn't I hadn't been really communicating with a lot of people other than at a certain point, D. James featured me on his channel, and, I was just supposed to, do whatever he wanted after that. And I was like, I don't think so, dude. Pissed me off. But, so I was kind of sucked into the whole D. James thing for a little bit, like not very long, and I appreciated him at the time. I appreciated him featuring my channel on his channel because I was just starting out. But now, a year later, oh, well, I made her channel and she just dissed me and blah, blah, blah. Really, dude? No, I made my channel. You didn't fucking make my channel. You didn't have anything to do with my channel. You featured my channel one time for 2 minutes, probably mispronounced my name, so fuck off, okay? So whatever. So eventually I'm just like, at a certain point, I wasn't really digging what he was saying, and I found myself disagreeing with him a lot. And so I don't think I unsubbed, but I just really didn't watch a lot of his videos. And that was fine. And I wasn't making disparaging comments or anything like that. Once in a while, I would be like, no, I don't think that's right or whatever. Maybe comment, but that usually didn't work out so well. So probably just kind of didn't do that because it wasn't huge glaring things that really bothered me. It was just like small shit that kind of irritated me. So I was like, whatever. I'm doing my thing. He does his. But obviously, if you'd watched any of his channel, you could see him always, hey, I'm going to feature, and he started doing this later on, but he would feature a channel and I want everybody to subscribe to them. And I'm thinking, dude, who the fuck do you think you are? What if I don't agree with this person you're featuring? I'm not just going to subscribe to this person because you told me to. No. And so that was kind of pissing me off because he wasn't doing that in the beginning. I don't think, like when he featured my channel, he wasn't like, oh, everybody needs to subscribe to her. No, like, I don't think so, but I could be wrong. But just the way in the later months, I was just like, no, that's not cool. It just does not sit right with me because I don't know this person that you're featuring from Adam. And they might be a shitty channel. I don't know. I'm just not going to subscribe because you told me to. So anyway, so my point is, so like in November of 2018, I get this comment on this video. And it says, can I get your email address or whatever? And I was really like, I did not put my shit out there. I was not communicating with a lot of people. There was like 1 or 2 people that I would communicate with and not on a regular basis. I was pretty much like, I'm by myself doing my thing, and that's fine. And there's not a problem with people working together. I'm just kind of like, I've always kind of been a loner, and I just kind of like my thought process and what I have to go through is different than how a lot of people work. So it's kind of hard for me to work with other people because it just is like, we may work differently. So whatever. So for whatever reason, I'm like, okay, so I post my email address in the comments. And then he emails me as ActiveSoul71. And first thing is, hey, can you delete my comments? Delete everything. That whole exchange underneath that video. Delete it. Okay. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. Obviously, my first thing is, who are you? Who are you? What do you want? Because he, would never tell me who he was. And I flat out said, man, like, that's not cool. Like, if you're going to be working, like, if you want me to work with you, I would like to know who you are. And I find it a little odd that you can't tell me that, but yet you're so zealous in what your direction and what we should do and how you're working with this person and directing that person. And you've got this person working on that. And this is where you're good at. And this is your niche. And this is, and it's like, overwhelms you with information and the emails with the capital letters, small letters, the alphabet this, alphabet that shit. And you're like, whoa, dude. Well, he told me, all he would ever tell me is that he was former military and former law enforcement, and that he didn't want to make videos, but he could really work behind the scenes. He could really work behind the scenes. And he could just have all this information and and just in my head, and I don't even know why I even emailed him back for, I think it was maybe a week or two. It wasn't long. But in my head, I could see am I a puppet? And he's got the strings and he's got I felt like this is weird, but yet he's like, no, he tried to come off as so good and, it's all for the good of the community and blah, 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 and the investigation, and he just wanted to be of help. And so that's how, I drank the Kool-Aid for about 2 weeks. And, so fortunately for me, I didn't have an awful experience. I'm not scarred for life from this fucking asshole, because believe me, it's going to take a lot more than that fuck stick to hurt me. But I know that for whatever reason, I wasn't targeted that much. Thank God, and who am I anyway? So whatever. But I totally believe and do not discount any account of anyone else's and things that he has either done himself or manipulated other people to do in some way. I'm pretty easy at this point. I'm going to be like, you said he did that? I'm pretty sure he did. Okie dokie. I don't need to know when the fuck it was or what the circumstances were, because this is the type of person we're dealing with. So once you get there and once you know that you're dealing with this narcissist, it's pretty easy go to realize the shit that he's done. And, he was a busy boy, but he self-admits that he is bipolar. And I'm sure when he was in his manic stages, because I'm literally, this dude had to have been up all night. Just in the number of emails I got in a 2-week period was dude, every night I get home from work and there's fucking, emails for hours. It's holy shit. I'm thinking, okay, well, our first email we talked, and he wants to, move this investigation forward. And, we're all just pissing in the wind at this point, and he's got this master plan. Well, okay, Jim Jones, I'm sure you do, motherfucker. But, I'm thinking, okay, literally, since this dude has been emailing me, I have not put out one video. I have not gotten one thing accomplished. But yet, he is supposed to be helping me, quote unquote, further my work. And I'm thinking, I think this is almost the opposite of what is happening here. So I just kind of let the emails just would be very short in my answers and take a day or two to answer. And finally I was just yeah, fuck this, man. I don't even know what this dude. Well, it did get a little weird at one point too. It was I need you to say this about this for another creator. And I'm but that's not what I think. And that's not what I believe to be true. So I'm not going to put a video out stating what you want me to state to help this other channel, which I think that was all bullshit anyway. But in my head, I'm well, and I told him, I'm no, I am not going to do that, because that's not the fucking way it happened, dude. And I'm not going to do it. So I don't know. And I still don't understand that part of it. And guess what? I don't need to at this point. I don't give a fuck. All I know is he was trying to get me to put out a video about something that I didn't believe in. And trust me, guys, when I put a video out, it's literally like I am having, like, that is like a child to me. Like, I have given birth to this thing and I want to take care of it. I want to nurture it. I want it to be good. I want it to be true. And I want it to be right to the best of my ability. And when I make a mistake, I own up to it. I am not purposely going to put out something that I don't believe in because of this douchebag, Active Soul 71, who says it will help this other channel. No, not going to do it. So I think that kind of pissed him off. And I think he's a little butthurt over it because then he emails. Hey, stay with me, guys. Because he emails the other channel that he was talking to me about putting out this certain information that would help that other channel. He emails that channel from Tropical Blue 17 or whatever, and is referencing Active Soul, but yet is saying 10, well, and can you like blah 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 blah, going off about this channel and that person and this person, and well, can you believe Nene, 10 featured her on his channel, and then she's just and I'm not saying the right word. If I looked up the email I'd know, but like I dissed him or whatever. Well, right then I'm like, oh my god, he said 10:05 featured me. No, 10:05 didn't feature me. It was D James then. And who else in this whole fucking universe is gonna keep track of who D James or 10:05 has featured on his channel? There is one person and one person only, and that is Daryl. That is D James. That is 10:05 p.m. He's the only motherfucker that keeps track of that shit. Believe me. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, so actually in this one email, he is referring to himself in the third person, but then yet in 2 paragraphs later, he refers to himself in the first person. Like, he was so like manic or whatever was going on. I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I knew it then, I mean, I knew it before then, but that was the clincher. And then when poor Howie, for whatever reason, I guess I'm glad I did, but I had missed all this Justice for Who shit. Like, I missed that. Because once in a while, like, I would just be like, I'm burnt, like, I need to, not consciously, I think just subconsciously, like, I am burnt out, dude, I need to take a break. And I would just be like, bleh, on the couch watching the Great British Baking Show for like a week or 2 straight. So I missed that. But when Howie started, Howie, I'm sorry, I'm just going to say Howie. When Howie was talking about that, Active Soul and Justice for, and I'm like, it's gotta be, like, it's gotta be, he had to have been Justice for Who too. Now, again, I'm still not clear on that whole thing, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter other than to say that was fucking 10-2. For whatever reason, he was Justice for Who, he was Active Soul, he was, Bald-Faced Hornet, that's the one I can never remember. That was an email. And, and I'm trying to keep others' names out of this, but, I knew, I was like, dude, Howie, like, totally, yes, you got it now. Like, so he fucked with him hard. I don't even want to, there's just so much yuckiness with the whole Turber and Burgundy and Schmidt. And I mean, I'm not going to go there. I mean, you guys really just step back and really look and really look at who has done what they said they were going to do and who has just went out there and blah, 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 just talked. Talk is fucking cheap. And who's the one that, they cleared 10 of this and they cleared 10. Oh, he wasn't justice for who? Well, that must have benefited them somehow. That was something that they could hang over his head or whatever. Like, my mind, it's hard for me to, because my brain does not work like that. It's hard for me to understand the workings of this type of stuff in that regard. But like, if I need to, I can figure it out. And I totally know that it happens. And I know that there are people out there that this is who they are. This is how they operate. And they pretty much all operate from the same manual. So once you get it figured out the first time, my experiences taught me that you can pretty much predict what they're going to do because they don't deviate from this book that they operate from or whatever. These it's the same tactics. It's the same shit over and over and over, and it just cycles through. And good guy, bad guy, good guy, bad guy, good guy, bad guy. It's like, it's so over fucking played by now. Let's just be done with it. So, and what the motivation, and I remember when I was going through my divorce and, trying to figure out, once I was like, oh my God, like, I did not realize how, I am an intelligent, independent, well, yes, independent person. And once I realized, like, my ex-husband, okay, dudes, he could manipulate you into thinking that he's not manipulating you while he's manipulating you, okay? If that makes any sense. Like, the dude was good, okay? He was good, but once I got away from it and once he was not in my ear 24/7 and, whatever, it's like, oh shit, I did not realize, like, 6 months after I left, I'm like, oh, I need something from the store, but oh, it's too late or whatever. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm a grown ass woman. I can get up, leave my house, and go to the store any fucking time I want. Like, what the fuck? So I was like, oh my God. It was really hard for me to realize that, I really got sucked in. But again, and two, what these people do is they come at you quick and they come at you relentlessly, because whatever they want, whatever they think that you have that will benefit them, and they want it, they know that they need to get you wrangled in, sucked in very quickly. It happens very quickly. So anytime anybody is coming at you, hard and fast, that didn't come out right, but you guys know what I mean. Like, don't fall for it, because anybody that is like true and good and not trying to manipulate you will let things happen no matter what. In a work situation, romantic situation, in a situation like this, they will be okay with letting things happen at a natural pace. It doesn't have to be 20 fucking emails a day and 10 phone calls and, the first time you talk is boom, 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 boom. That's a red flag. I mean, a huge red flag. Huge red flag. Because before you know it, man, you're mind fucked and you didn't even know it happened, okay? So that's the type of person or people that we're dealing with. And, so, I don't know. I'm just like, Oh my God. I feel like I'm losing my shit. But I haven't been drinking and I'm not slurring, fuck you, or anything like that. So it's not that bad. Probably not that bad at this point yet, but I am dying of thirst. And so I think I'm going to set my phone down because I'm pretty sure if I unplug it, it will die. So you guys, yeah, I know you guys are good at talking amongst yourselves. So you can live without me for a few minutes. So, I hope you're feeling better, Ouija. I know you weren't feeling good earlier, but well, I'm sure you're not feeling that great either way, but I hope a little bit better anyway. Edward Stairs. Ooh, don't know who you are. TB, TB, like this dude, this guy isn't out to fuck with anybody, and he has gotten raked over the coals. KL is not out to fuck with anybody. Now, if you're out there putting information out, you probably want to be pretty damn well that you're correct, because if you're not, she'll let you know. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. There really isn't. So don't dislike her just because you fucked up, okay? But TB, like, Paladin, I mean, these are good people, you guys. And it's people like Daryl who they know, they know that they're good people. He knows that they're good people. He knows that they're good people. He doesn't want you to know they're good people because he's so shitty that he's got to try to make everybody else look bad to make himself look better. So of course he's going to really fuck with the best people. So, really, and that's another thing that they do, like take a good person and try to just beat them down, make them look bad, because guess who that benefits? It benefits him. It benefits them. Okay. So if you don't like TB, KL, just based on the shit that 10 and these other mofos have put out there, you might want to rethink that, because actually if you would look at the work that they've done, you probably wouldn't dislike them, because they're not out recruiting people. That's fucking insulting. They're not out recruiting people. They believe what they believe based on what they have researched and their evidence. And they're not trying to, they're putting that out there. And they're not calling anybody else out if they don't believe like they do. They're just saying, this is what I think, or whatever. And so if you're just basing your opinion on POS 10, then I would say you might want to reevaluate that. And then if you look at their work and you still don't like them, then that's fine. You don't have to like them. I'm not saying you have to like them. I like them personally, but you don't have to. But you need to have it based on real shit, okay? Like, oh man, I watched their videos and I think they're crappy or whatever, which you won't feel like that, but as an example. So, there is just so much shit that he has caused in this community. Like, some people probably think this is so stupid and why are you wasting your time? And yes, at a certain level, it is stupid and ridiculous. But on another level, this has gone deep, and this has been going on for many, many, many months. And he has fucked over a lot of people. And even if you weren't directly fucked over in this, you're fucked over in this because it has taken away from a lot of people doing a lot of work that would be much more productive than what's been happening in the last couple months, 2 months, whatever. I mean, my God. It used to be you'd open up I'd open up my iPad and I'd be like, man, which Las Vegas video am I going to watch first? Now I'm like, hello, is anybody doing anything? Myself included, I'm like, I need to get off my ass. I need to start getting some of this stuff out here because I've got stuff. I've got big stuff. Now, I still can't write big checks, but I've got some stuff and it's big stuff. And I want to get it out there. But again, that's the way I work. Like, it's a process, and I want to make sure I can't just boom, 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 throw shit out there. I'm not like that. I can't do that in any part of my life. Like, it's a whole process. And it's annoying, okay? It's even annoying to me. But that's just how my brain functions. So, it's not a bad process. It's not a hard process. It's just a process that I go through to come up with the shit that I come up with, and I'm not just pulling it out of my ass either, people. So, anyway, I need to get a drink. I'm getting a drink, but I know you guys will survive without me. You guys are pros at this shit, so I'll be right back. Shit. Open. I'm back. Are you guys still here? Yay. Oh, and another thing, just FYI, why in the hell is D. James wearing a Michigan hat? What in the F is up with that? Seriously? God. Like, it just pissed me off. I was pissed off about what he was saying, and I'm like, wait a minute, he's wearing a Michigan hat. God damn it. You don't fuck with Michigan either. See, that's another thing. Like, really, dude? Really? I've never heard you mention the Wolverines, ever. Ever. But you're wearing a fucking Michigan hat, and then you choose to put my name in your mouth? Like, really? What is up with that? That's fucking bougie as shit, man. Oh god, that pissed me off. Anyway, X stay cold XX. I don't know. How do I need some I don't have any wrenches. I've never done any wrenches. Oh my gosh. Oh, LK. Let's see here. How do I do this on my phone? Oh, hold on. Actions. Huh. I don't know how I give wrenches out, unfortunately. And none of those actions I would like to do. Yeah, and then I don't know. Alan Dion and Hoover and this Sean Graham, I don't know. I don't know even who the Sean Graham person is, but if 10 is all up in his ass, then I probably don't really need to know who he is. Oh crap, what did I do with shit? I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. Damn it. Okay. I'm back. Share any. I have no clue how to give wrenches out because I just clicked on somebody's icon, gave me actions, but it was like remove, put in timeout, all that crap. So, Ellen, MSU, really? Sparty? But anyway, like I was saying, Truth Bomb, man, you can't get a better guy than that guy. You can't get better than Farmers for Truth. You can't get better than Kale. Like, she might hurt your feelings sometimes, but because she's straight up, and there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. Let me tell you, I would rather have that any day of the week than some two-faced fucking bullshit that isn't the truth. So what if it might hurt your lily little fucking ass? Boo fucking who? Pull your panties up and get over it. And most of the time, these people out there think everything's about them, and it's not. And it seems like I've had this conversation before. Oh my God. I don't want to repeat myself, but Jesus Christ. Not everything is about you, certain people, okay? Just because you may have been there does not mean that every person that does anything related to the Las Vegas shooting is directing it at you. Not in any way, shape, or form. Not at all. And for me personally, I don't ever try to hurt anybody intentionally. But at a certain point when I need to be straight up and be like, no, that's fucked up or whatever, I will do it. And if it hurts your feelings, too fucking bad. I'm sorry. But it's not coming from a place of being a liar and being manipulated and all that other bullshit that fucking D. James and, bald-faced hornet chode dude has done, okay? That's the difference. There is a difference. So if you can't see that difference, you need to take a look at it from a different angle, from a different perspective, because that's all it is. It's not about what he's done in his past. It really isn't. I mean, like I said, none of that would have even been an issue ever if he wouldn't have started his fucking game plan with everybody. If nobody would have ever even cared or known, or if they did know, they wouldn't care. If he was just being a good dude and doing good work and trying to contribute, it wouldn't have been an issue. Nobody was out to get him. Nobody really cares that much, okay? He wasn't some big dog in this fucking dog park, okay? He's not. He thinks he is, but he's not. He in his mind, he is, and he wants everybody to think that because he writes big checks. I write big checks. I write big checks. Don't give an F. Don't give an F. I'd rather, seriously, Nobody, and again, nobody writes checks. So that's just a stupid statement anyway, in my opinion. Even though he wants to like freaking flick his little $28 yard work check around. I don't know. So I don't know what that check was, but and if he can write big checks, well then write a big check to Ouija. Write a big check to somebody that can use it. Don't come out and be all like, oh, he did that before with something. I think like, I'll give $1,000 to anybody that can show proof of shots coming out 135 or 134, I think. I don't know. Do you guys remember that? Like, and then, it built to like $3,000. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What in the actual hell? Really? Because if somebody had that, don't you think they'd just be putting it out? They're not going to wait for, gee, I think some psychopath is probably going to put out like some reward money for this, so I'm going to hold on to it. No, that's not how it fucking works. Not with normal people, okay? Not with normal people. It would not, the scenario is not there. So you can put all the fucking money out there, imaginary money, who knows, real money, I don't know, real, fake, what the fuck ever, IHOP, bank, whatever, I don't know. It doesn't matter because it was never, none of that money, if it even existed, was ever going to fucking go anywhere anyway. It was just him, and he loves to hear himself talk. So that was, could have been a subject for the video for that day. And, because he could sit there and talk, be a big man, and be a legend in his own mind, and, write big checks and, throw out, how much money he has. Like, nobody cares, dude. Nobody cares. But I feel bad for the people that really got sucked in, because that's shitty. That is shitty because I know, and unfortunately for me, like, there's not a lot of people that I trust. I mean, I know a ton of people. I get along with a ton of people, but to actually have close people in my life, I don't. I have like one close person in my life, a friend, a friend that I've had since I've known her since I was 15 years old. And, that's it. And then, in my family. But other than that, I don't let people into my life like that because I don't trust them. I've watched way too much like fucking Dateline and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, they're a serial killer and whatever. Like, I really just don't trust people, and that's okay. Like, I don't need all these people close in my life fucking my shit up. I really don't. I don't like that. I've never been like that because I am kind of a loner. And I'm okay with that. But I know it's nice to have people to talk to bounce things off of, and that you feel like you trust. And then when you figure out that it's all been bullshit, that's hurtful. That really is hurtful. Even on a level if it wasn't threatening or anything like that, but there's been shit like that too. But it's just even this more personal side of it. Like, you could tell Farmers tonight, like, that shit he wasn't fake, like, he was almost tearing up. Like, this shit has affected him, okay? And I feel, that makes me feel bad. Like, that's horrible. And then there have been other people that have felt threatened, and that makes me feel horrible. Like, no person should be doing that to other people and getting away with it and having all these people defending them and shit, I don't see that. I mean, I think the tide's turned, but like, we don't need to lynch this guy. We don't need to do anything. We need to let him die on the vine, please. Let's just let him die on the vine. You're right, Pastor Mo. And there's another, you want to talk about a good, there are so many good people in this community. Pastor Mo, Marie D, people like that. Like, these are just honest, good people trying to move this event to a place of, like, figuring out what the hell happened and so it doesn't happen again. So it doesn't happen to my granddaughter 10 or 15 years from now. I can't live with myself knowing what I know, and by all means, I don't have this shit figured out at all, other than there was some diabolical people involved in the government, more than likely, and it was some bad shit. And for us to just be like, okay, whatever, and go on about our lives, no, I can't live with that, because I couldn't live with myself if something happens and my granddaughter's involved, or one of my children 10 years from now or 15 years from now. I don't even know. I couldn't live with myself knowing that, I didn't do everything that I could do. Again, even if we do figure this, like, some days I just feel, defeated. Like, even if we did get this figured out, like, who's gonna listen? Who's gonna be held accountable? What difference does it make? But that's typically a fleeting feeling. And it's typically when I'm overly tired or I'm not feeling that good physically, that I feel like that. And then I get some sleep or whatever. And then I feel differently the next day. And then I'm like, okay, we're going to keep going on this, because I don't quit. Like, I am a determined person. I'm tenacious, and I might not be the fastest person, but by God, I will get there. I will get there eventually in my own time, because I don't like anybody fucking telling me what to do, when to do it, or how to do it. And so with old Active Soul 71, I'm like, no. I go, okay, I might be okay to work with this whole thing that you say you got going on with me and this person and this person and this person and this person, but I am going to do it in my own time. Like, you're not going to tell me, like, you put a video out tomorrow on this subject or whatever. No, it's not going to work like that. Oh, no. It's your channel. I'm just here to help and blah, blah, blah. And let's profile and blah, 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 and go. And I'm so good at all this shit. And like, what in the fuck? Schofield. Oh, wait, oops, no. Oh, at Schofield. Who was he talking to? Oh, X Stay Cold XX. X Stay Cold XX is saying, for the record, he is not 10. I don't know. Don't know who you are. Schofield, okay, just checking, since you said you were. Linda P, where's the video he did today? Well, who knows at this point if the little freaking pussy is taking him down, because why is that saying low battery? I got my shit plugged in. Because, he'll do something and he won't enable comments or the likes or dislikes or whatever, and then he'll just take it down, but then he'll put it back up, and oh God, that shit drives me nuts too. Like, that drives me insane. Whatever I put out, good, bad, or ugly, it's gonna stay out there. It's gonna stay out there because I did it. It's me. This is who I am. And I can't be anybody else. And it is what it is. So it's gonna be there. But the videos, he did 2 videos today. And they were on his 10:05 p.m. live channel. Again, I don't know if they're still available. But the first one was called, the first part, because there was 2 parts. It was something like closure or some bullshit like that. And then so that was part 1 of 2. Part 2 of 2 was titled, Alan Dion is Right. So if that doesn't make you laugh your ass off, I don't know what will. I'm like, oh my God, seriously, like, Whatever, dude. Oh, Alan Dion is correct. Thank you, Shady J. I'm sorry. Yes, I do. I want to be correct in the information that I'm giving you. But yes, that is what the title was. Alan Dion is correct. So I mean, there was just a rush of people going to watch that shit. Um, KL, the reason I'm on my phone is because I went to turn my laptop on and it is not working. So I freaked out and I'm like, I'm going live. I don't give a shit. So I don't even know what is going on with my laptop at this point. So, um, but see now, I don't know. It seems like I wish I knew. I wish I could play a video from here on this, but I don't think I can. Accused of being fucking Alan. Well, okay, Stay Cold XX. If you're not 10, you're not Alan. Who are you? Like, who are you? What's your dealio? Okay, tell us right now, and then maybe somebody can vet it and we can figure it out. But like with your name and stuff, like people are gonna think that you're 10. So. Yeah, sounds like me. Okay, I don't know. Like, I don't want to get all freaked out and be like, oh God, I'm hacked. But I went to turn on my laptop and it's not happening. So, I mean, it will come on, but it won't load. Nothing's loading. So, I don't know. Yes, I do too, Miss Dawn. I do too. 10 used X docs XX for yes, that's right, 4RE. See, it was so hard to keep track. It's so hard to keep track. Hey farmers, I'm glad you're here. Like, you always inspire me to do these dumbass like videos and shit just because you do such a good job when you do stuff like this, and then I'm all like, okay, I gotta say what I need to say, and then mine is like a shit show. So, but that's what I titled it, so everybody should know, hey, just so you know, welcome to the shit show, because that's what it's gonna be. Stay Cold has vids from years ago, is what Farmers is saying. I didn't save them, Pastor Mo, but I figured somebody did. I have the I write big checks and the I'm coming out and creepy piano shit, and I have those, but today I didn't get a chance to download those that he did today, but so I don't know if they're still up or not, because he just, that's again another one of his little, oh, I'm going to put all this bullshit out for 2 seconds and then I'm going to take it away, and then everybody's going to be talking about it and everybody's going to be wondering where it's at. And again, that's just another one of his little tactics and a way to manipulate shit. That's not honest. That's not being good from your core. Not by any means, because like I said, good, bad, or ugly, when I put something out there, it's something that I'm convicted about and I'm going to stand up for. And then if I'm proven wrong, or if I realize I'm wrong, I have no problem. I mean, it sucks when I figure out, God damn, I screwed the pooch on that. But I will let you guys know that, and explain what my thought process was and why I felt like that and how that was wrong or not the right thing, whatever. I don't have a problem with that. But people like him, they don't work like that. They don't work like that. Even if they know they're wrong or they're intentionally wrong, they're just gonna fuck with you and still be like, I'm so smart and I'm so right and I did this first and I did that and I'm the only one that talked about this and I'm the only one that talked about that, and you little peasants out there are just a little too dumb. This is over your head because I speak with such intelligence, and yeah, I'll keep talking, but I'm sure you're just really not understanding the concept. Yeah, fuck off, dude.